Happy that you're here. I found a picture.
That part was just good.
It was so good.
All better than beautiful people, man. We're just hyped. It's been a good day so far.
Yeah.
We're depthly enjoying this session. We're gonna be jumping into a new song that Andy Mineo just dropped. 1988 Remake 2, I believe. 2 notes.
It says a bunch of stuff.
42 North Dot Wave.
Official audio.
You know, hey. So one thing I've been liking, I haven't listened to the song yet, but when I was scrolling through Instagram today, I noticed the artwork, and I love it so much. I love the artwork of this video at the moment. You just the construction of the body, the heart of I think it works really well.
Did you guys notice though? You might already know this, but since the first of this series, the artwork has been evolving.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
It has been building into whatever the final product will be.
Yeah.
So we don't even know what the final is because right now it's going through the artist development.
Right now it's building.
Yes, which is dope.
It's being constructed.
Yes. So I'm loving. I don't know. I specifically love this where it's at so far. I like the other ones good, but this is my favorite by far. Just being able to see, kind of inside the ribcage, the heart. There's a light behind them. Try to.
This is a good point. I think this is something I feel a lot of people overlook when they do the reactions. Is they'll talk about the song, which but they don't talk too much about the artwork. Like this artwork is great.
It took time. It took time and talent.
Like look at it. Like you can see the city in the background. At sunset, he is like being built up above the city, basically. I don't know what's. I think it's the M is Mineo.
I think that's for minor league.
Or is it minor league? That's not the minor league logo, is it?
I don't know.
I don't remember. Look, let us know. We do know minor league is a thing. Yeah, he is part of it. It's just. His artist is great.
Yeah, it's just again, even looking back to his the arrow and the sword, the artistry for those EPs, man. Again, they just look good. He's very creative, even when it comes to the cover. So I'm loving it so far. But yeah, man, we got Sizzle, Sparks, your boy Giovanni.
Hello.
The line's in is in. We're about to go ahead and check out this new song. So
what you got for us, Andy? 1988 remake.
Mineo.
You know we got fire.
You know we got that fire. That heat.
You just keep going, and one day you're going on without me. Time.
Okay.
You just keep going, and one day you're going on without me. Time. You just keep going, and one day you're going on without me. Time.
You think?
That's a good point. Time. You just keep going, and you're going on without me.
I took it a weird way.
Huh.
I didn't take it as like the typical we're here in time, and if I passed away, y'all would keep going on without me. I could be wrong, and we'll know with more of the song. But I took it as like God talking to like people who get lost in their walk, or like who just don't believe in Him their whole life. And He's like, time. He's like, and then eventually you go on without me. Like you're living all this time, and then there's a certain point, there's a pivotal moment that you decide, I'm just gonna go on without you, God. And it's like,
Dang, that's real deep. I was
I don't know why, but that's just where my brain went.
Really far with it.
I brought a shovel tonight, guys.
But
there's a little spoon over here. We're gonna throw that away.
Time, where you gon' come back? Every coin got two sides, every sword got two edges. Life begin as one ends. How will I be remembered, mortal man? It's something about 30 make you contemplate the journey. You heard me? I told my mama.
I love the cadence.
It's kind of getting close to that.
Like I love the he does this a lot, but I love the rhythm. It just makes you want to bounce.
Yeah,
he's different. That's for sure.
The way he's riding his track right now, just like you ain't gotta know, you ain't gotta relate to him at all, and just be jamming it. It's like I don't know, man.
He has a certain flow that again it's his own style. It's very different. It's just it doesn't even go along with the song sometimes. It's kind of sporadic at times,
It's just genuinely Andy himself.
I just want to be in the studio with him I
kill for that.
Just watch him, just like time, and just feeling the song, and just oh my gosh.
I do like how raw and unplugged this track already feels.
Yeah.
Like there's not a lot of effects. You know,
Yeah.
he was singing a little bit there, and there was literally no effect it seemed like on his voice, maybe except for an echo, like a dry echo. Other than that, it was not really much there, and I like that. Like it makes you feel like he's just rapping to you. That's what I'm feeling right now.
This is definitely a track I could just have in my headphones, and like when I'm in that mood to just kind of zone out to some music and chill on my own. Like definitely one of those tracks so far. I just put the headphones in and I'm in the corner just time. Like time.
I'm going without me, man. Time.
Can't believe I'm getting older, wish that I could stop it. She like, what's your other option? You either in the grave or you get another year. So blow these candles out, we just happy that you're here. I found a picture.
That bar was just good.
It was so good.
You're either in the grave or you're here another year. So blow out the candles and appreciate that you're here, something like that. You know?
We'll blow the candles out because we're happy that you're here.
Yeah, we're
like she's
yeah.
not. I assume it could be his wife talking to him or just whoever's talking to him,
mom,
his sister, whoever. But like it's true. Like we're happy you're here. You may be mad that you turned 30. Yeah, you're getting old. You know, midlife crisis type stuff. But we're happy we still got you.
Yeah.
It's almost like such a simple concept, but it's not. You know, it's like it should be a simple concept, but we overlook it.
It is.
We're like, man, I'm getting old. It's like, no, how about you made it another year?
That's why I love these kind of songs, because not only they make you think a little bit, they also bring out these perspectives that you never even thought about. Because I think the majority of people, when they hit certain ages, everybody has a different age. When you hit a certain age, you're like,
this is it.
It's like
I'm 30 now, man. Like,
what have I done?
Yeah.
You're all upset and depressed because it's your birthday, and everybody else is like, I'm just glad you're here.
Yeah.
Like, dang, you didn't think about it like that, did you?
Bro.
Why you be so selfish?
Propaganda had a song. I wish I could name it. Someone give me a phone. I gotta look it up. But it talks a lot about time. But he's very what's the word? Symbolistic.
Symbolic.
He's very symbolic with it, you know. And I'm gonna have to go back and listen to the song again because it's just reminding me. It's almost the exact situation of what's going on here, and I want to talk about it. And honestly, I think we should probably do a review on it because it's such a powerful song. Just on, it's funny, NF doing time, Andy Mineo doing.
Yeah, it's funny. We just did NF's Time, really the name of the track, and he starts this one off Time. I'm like, okay, Andy.
It's continue.
Me back in college, my skin was a little tighter, body was more brolic. My baby face got a new wrinkle up on it by my eyelid. Told myself it must have been from all the smiling. Life, no one survives it. As much as we want to control it, it just throws surprises. When I was younger, all I heard was you got potential, but I don't hear that no more. I hear the rent due, and every.
Ooh, especially as a young artist. How many artists do you think that happens to? When they're young and they're coming up, even athletes maybe. You know, like it's like LeBron. When is the last time you heard someone say LeBron has potential? And then, like, you just don't, because he, you know, it's like he had potential in high school, yeah, but now he's up there, and you're like, well, just win the ring, bring home that, like you said, the rent's due. Go ahead and bring home you're the champ now. And it's like, man, that would make you. I never thought of that. That would make me feel old. You know, like, oh yeah, you got potential, man. You're still young, and then you hit a certain age, and no one tells you that no more. That's crazy. Andy just blew my mind with that one.
The way I saw it was the same way, but he's saying now the rent's due. Now you don't have a choice but to live up to that potential, because if you don't, then you ain't gonna eat.
Yeah,
if you don't eat,
you can hold the shovel. You can hold the shovel.
Let me get that.
You can hold the shovel now.
Hold on with that. That's the way I saw it. I was like, because
I
mean, I feel like as an artist, I'm in that situation where like people, you know, they say you got potential, and I'm like, well, dope. Well, I'm still out here doing this music, and it ain't paying enough.
Exactly. Yeah.
But the rent due, you know what I'm saying? So what am I supposed to do? Go spend a few $100s on the studio, or pay the rent? You know what I mean? So it's like
put money towards the potential, or potentially lose the house. Like, it's true.
It's true.
Dang it, Andy, why'd you do this?
So, like, real quick, I figured it out. It's called Be Present by Propaganda. Have you ever heard it?
No.
Have you heard it? I'm pretty sure you've heard it.
I be jamming.
I think we're going to have to do this song just because there's so many
feels
feels with this. Oh my gosh. There's a lot going on, guys. I'm very emotional right now.
Alright, so let's be present and continue the song.
Birthday bittersweet, it mean our time is shorter. Before I see the Lord, I wanna get some things in order. 20.
Bro,
A lot of people.
It's all of us.
Don't we all though? Like,
That's kind of all of us. But the sad part is like, that's not what God wants. God's like, come to me as you are. Yeah. Come right now. But as humans, we're like, I just don't feel good enough yet. Maybe if I get these ducks in a row over here, you know, then we could talk. God, let me handle this first. And he's like, why not? Let me help you handle that.
Mm-hmm. You know what's funny? So I was literally I posted this. I talked about this on my Instagram. I got a flat tire today on my way here, and I'm not one to complain. I didn't complain about it. I took care of the flat tire. It took me 10 minutes. I'm back on the road. You know, come here, get ready for these videos. But as I was thinking about, you know, a lot of times in life, I think God puts road bumps in your life to slow you down because you're going too fast, trying to reach a goal that you're not ready for. Trying to reach a challenge that you're not ready for.
Well, it's like he chastises them whom he loves. It's scripture. If you think of like a chastity belt, it's not to completely stop you from having sex, right? It's not. There's a key, and when you're ready, it'll be unlocked, and you can go do your thing. Like, so I agree. Like you're just not ready. So God, being the all-knowing God that He is like, hey, it looks good. But if I allow this to go the way you're thinking it's going to go, you're going to destroy your life, dude. Or, you know, something like that. And I agree, man. I agree.
Life, no one survives it. As much as we want to control it, it just throws surprises. When I was younger, all I heard was, you got potential. But I don't hear that no more. I hear the rent due. And every birthday bittersweet, it mean our time is shorter. Before I see the Lord, I want to get some things in order. 29, this the victory lap. My fellas gather round, we just opened my gold plaque. Thought I'd feel more excited, but really I'm kinda sad. Can I do it again, or are my greatest days in my past time?
How many people feel like that though? Like, sometimes you get that goal you were striving for, and then you're like, well, now what? Like, I got it, and it's great, and it's kind of what I thought it would be, but is this it? Like, am I just stagnant from here on? Like, I got the gold plaque, but...
I think that's why knowing God and getting to know God is such a great thing, because it doesn't matter how much time you have, you're not going to know it all. And you're always going to want to learn more, because if you put your desires, your passions, your dreams, and focus your life's meaning into something else, once you hit that goal, what you going to do, you know? Yeah. So... It's interesting to say that, because there's many celebrities that commit suicide a lot, you know, but they're very successful. You know, they have all the money, the places, they can do whatever they want, whatever they want, experience whatever they want when they want, and yet they still don't find worth in their life. Why? Because they put it too much in this area, and it's not in something that's greater than it all, you know. You can't take that stuff with you to the grave, you know, and then to live up to all that potential and then to squander it all away by taking away your own life. So, you know, it's a shame, but it's all because you're putting your faith in something that isn't going to last, and that really is the core problem.
Yeah, it's true. Very, very true.
You just keep going, and one day you're going on without me time. Come back, hey, I don't wanna do this when I'm 48. Well, I could, but look, I ain't as cool as Jay, and I ain't as cool as Ye. I'm kinda cool with Gray, so when the salt and pepper look come, I'm ready for that day. I don't wanna stretch before I play ball or go bald, or lose strength today, worrying about tomorrow. I had this moment, I was walking through the park, saw a boy playing catch, a woman walking a dog. I thought,
okay, we should.
Oh my gosh, man, it's just be present. Just be present in that day. That's why the other song was important to me, because it's talking about just being present in the day. I think what's it called? That movie Kung Fu Panda really just said it best. You know, the past is history. The future is a mystery, but today's a gift. That's why it's called present. Ooh. You know, that little turtle, man, that was freaking
stupid. He was wild.
Like that, you know,
little turtle.
Like, so like, man, but it's so true. Today is a gift. Live it. You can't spend your life worrying about tomorrow. It'll come. Don't worry. Focus on what you can do today. Work on that, you know, man. Oh my gosh. And then you dwell on the past, you know. You go into overthinking, you know, like, well, I could have done this, and then I probably would be here.
Yeah.
And then it's just this spiral. I'm telling you people, man, I'm gonna talk too much today. I'll tell you what.
100 years, none of us will be here. Replaced by new people that probably never cared you existed. Just living their life, minding their business. No matter how famous you get, they still forget you. Remember the time?
Jesus.
It's true though, because like I know some people will probably hop in and be like, well, what about Led Zeppelin, right? Or like the Beatles, we still remember them. Sorry for the person who's thinking that, but go further back, go to like the 20s and stuff. How many people in our generation actually know those artists, actually remember them? We might have some grandparents and stuff. They're like, oh, back in my day, this person was the truth. But no matter how famous you get, eventually, think about this. Eventually, there's going to be a generation that does. Who's Michael Jackson? There's going to be a generation.
I believe they're already here.
Yeah, true. Well, and honestly, like the fact that there are rappers in the rap game who can't even like name a couple Tupac songs. I'm not saying you got to be his biggest fan. But you're in this genre, and you're not even going to go back and look at the history of where it came from and how it came about. Mm-hmm. You're just going to go in there with some auto-tune and do your thing? Like, come on now.
It's real,
but it's true. What he said was very, very true. No matter how famous you get, no matter how much money you make, no matter how many newspapers print your face on them, eventually, enough time goes by that they're like, who's that guy? You know, like if we put a time capsule of like John Cena, right? Magazine with him on it, buried it in the ground, told our great grandkids the coordinates to go dig it up. They dig it up and be like, who's this?
No, but really funny though.
They're like, I can't see anything.
What would be really funny is if you put one of those like full like some kind of thing, like an actual like a fun one that like pops open and says John C. You freaking pops up like for our great grandparents, and they were like, "What?"
They wouldn't get it. Like, I don't. Okay, thanks, great grandpop.
Anyways, I have a feeling about to learn something though.
Mm-hmm. You have it?
The time the Beatles said they're more famous than Jesus, I still think it's funny.
Run that back.
Some people didn't know who
Run that
Paul
back.
McCartney was. Run the track. Forget you. Remember the time the Beatles said they're more famous than Jesus? I still think it's funny. Some people didn't know who Paul McCartney was till he made a song with Jesus, but millions still gather on Sunday.
Oh boy!
Alright, it's been real, it's been fun. It ain't been real fun, but it's been real.
Oh my gosh, guys, I don't know what to do. Like, I am really...
We are overwhelmed right now by this track.
We are getting just smoked at this moment. We just listened to NF. Andy coming in hitting hard with just straight facts.
Wow.
The boy Sparks just... He gone.
I'm speechless. I don't have anything to say about what he said. He said it all.
I'm locked out.
Is he locked out?
He's locked out.
Oh my god, he walked out. He locked himself up.
What are y'all doing in here?
Welcome back to the last den.
What's going on in here, guys?
Oh my gosh. So...
It's so true. I had never thought of that before. I have never thought of the fact that now that I just learned the concept of no matter how famous you get, your name eventually fades away, right? I remember when the Beatles said that. I remember that. I was actually a little bit offended because obviously I'm a follower of Christ. So I was like, ugh, no, don't say that. Mm-mm. All they really meant was that their album was selling more than the Bible at the time.
Yeah.
I think it got misconstrued throughout the years. But it's true. Think of how many people were like, who's Paul McCartney? And then he made a song with Ye. And then everyone was like, oh, that guy. Yeah, okay. But how many people still know Jesus? You can go anywhere right now and say the name Jesus. We can go to any country.
You really could.
You can go to any country. They don't even have to speak English. You just say Jesus Christ. And they'll be like, oh, we know exactly who he's talking about. We know what he's talking about now.
Mm-hmm.
And he just blew my mind.
My gosh, man.
I feel like what he looks like in the picture where his head's like lifting off, that's what just happened to me.
I just want to make sure everything's in working order because, like, my life is so...
I thought the last track was going to like be the peak of the night. And then Andy dropped this on me.
Alright, let's peel the book Band-Aid back a bit more.
Yeah, just a tad.
I think it's funny. Some people didn't know who Paul McCartney was till he made a song with Jesus, but millions still gather on Sunday. Preach. Life is less of a line, more like a circle. We can't wait to grow up and pray for the reversal or pay for the reversal. Along the way I learned to enjoy it while you have it and forgive whoever hurt you, cause
enjoy it while you have it and forget whoever
forgiving is one of the most powerful tools in the world, man. I love forgiving. I love to have the ability to forgive. And I think the reason why I actually enjoy it is because I know what I've been through in my life as a child, what I've suffered through, and I can comprehend the pain and suffering people have suffered through. And whenever I can see them put a smile on their face, why can't I? You know, even though what happened to me sucked, yeah, fine, cool. But there are people that are going through miserable times, and yet are still able to put faith in a God, still able to put a smile on their face, and keep moving on forward. And you want to complain because the internet is a little slow for you. Your phone isn't the next one. The new phone came out and you haven't got it yet. You know, oh my gosh, it's trivial things that stuff like that. You got to appreciate what you have.
Yeah. Word. I ain't said much in this whole track, so I'm just like...
Yeah, man, I'm digesting.
I feel like my brain is melted.
I already have it downloaded to my Spotify now. Don't worry. It will be.
It's about to be.
By the time I get home, it'll be
Playlist.
Then pray for the reversal or pay for the reversal. Along the way I learned to enjoy it while you...
One thing...
I missed that the first time?
Well, we didn't touch on it, but he said life is more like a circle.
Yeah.
He's like you grow up, and then you pray for the reversal.
Yeah.
Like, you pray for that. You're like, oh, crap, man. I want to be an adult so bad. And then now that you're an adult, you're like, I actually
and
just
then you
going
pay
to school.
for the... What does he mean by paying for the reversal?
By pay, he means like you literally surgically get things changed. Facelifts, all kind of stuff. So that you can look younger. That's what he means.
Or... Man, I'm going to touch hard here. Or a sex change.
Ooh.
I'm going to touch hard here. Sorry, guys. Not really, but hey.
I don't know if that's a circle. It's more of like a detour.
Yeah,
straight
that's
down
not...
the center to the beginning.
That's a veer to the left. Or wait, well, that's left for y'all. Veer to the left. You know what I'm saying? That's... We won't dive too far into that. You know,
that little picture I showed you just earlier that said people use that excuse that I was born this way, but that's why Jesus said you have to be born again. Boom. That's so powerful.
I like that. I shared it on Facebook, but that lady who was talking about her testimony.
Oh, yes.
And she was like, it's not, gay to straight, it's lost to saved.
Yeah.
And she compared it to every other sin.
Yeah.
It's like, if I go home right now and I watch porn, that's a sin. That's something I'm struggling with in my life. I need to come to Jesus, be washed clean of it, and fight to not do that in my life.
Yeah.
It's the same exact thing. If you're feeling those urges to be gay or get a sex change and do these things, it's just another sin.
Yeah.
It's just another trick of the devil. That's all it is.
Yeah.
So you go out, you search harder for God.
It's not greater or less than any of the other sins.
Yes, only as humans do we put, murder's up here and stealing the candy bars down here. But it's true. It's like, no matter what, it's all right here. It's all things that we all struggle with. If it's a struggle, it's right here.
And here's the thing. Let me break it down this way because I think it's critical. If we are going to touch about it, I know some people are going to get touchy. Being gay doesn't send you to hell no more than being straight sends you to heaven. Okay.
Yeah, yes.
Being gay doesn't send you to hell no more than being straight sends you to heaven.
Right.
You also have to understand. I'm going to go into the Bible. 1 Corinthians chapter 7 is one of my favorite. There's a verse that's one of my favorite. It comes to having sexual relations with your wife. It's kind of like it's pretty interesting how God goes into it. But later on, it says, "If you are not married," he is talking to straight couples right now. He says, "If you are not married, if you are not in a relationship, do not get in one. It is better for you to stay single than it is for you to be in a relationship." Now, if you are married, fine. Be happy and work together on it. But it is better for you to stay single. So not only is he talking to those who commit homosexual sin, but those who are irregular straight people. Don't get in a relationship. If you can't control yourself, just don't do it. Don't.
It's basically the same concept as like, if I know that I love chocolate and I'm trying to diet, I wouldn't go to like a chocolate tasting contest. You know what I'm saying? You don't put yourself in that environment. If you're like, all right, I'm battling with this, but I'm gonna go over here and do it. I'm battling with lust, but I'm gonna go with my homies to the strip club and try not to lust. Are you kidding me? like it's just taking yourself out of that environment. But yeah, I see how he kind of meant that towards people. He's like, look, if you can't trust yourself to do the relationship right or do it with the right sex, just be single, period, and it's better for you. You'll spend more time in a relationship with me.
Exactly.
I just gotta say, I love how these songs send us in these conversations.
They really do.
Because these are conversations and things that need to be talked about.
Yes.
And I'm glad that we're talking about it here on the lines.
Yes.
Rewind for 5 seconds.
Along the way I learned to enjoy it while you have it and forgive whoever hurt you, cause in the end if you don't get healed you get revenge, and even though it feels sweet you never really win. It's hard to sleep, lay in bed and have peace when you became the very thing you hated just to get even. So tell me what you believe.
One thing I enjoy doing, because he's talking about revenge, is I like being so nice to people who are so mean to me that it kills them that I'm so... I'm not a negative person. I don't like being negative. It's hard to get me to that state, and whenever people try, it basically pisses them off that I'm still so happy, you know? So it's my own kind of revenge in the sense of I'm killing you with kindness, but I'm still trying to be loving to you. But people want you to react to them.
Yeah.
You know, they want you to come down to their level so they can see that, hey, you're not as good as you're just as good as me. You know, you're not any better. You know, not saying that I am, but it
gives them a false sense of peace. Like,
yeah, you know,
they're like, aha, I got him to act the way I'm acting, so we're the same. And it's like, well, we are the same, but we all have the choice to be kind.
Yeah, you know, it is a choice at the end of the day. You can choose to be mean, vengeful, and spiteful to people, or loving, giving, and wonderful to others, and bringing people up instead of trying to drag them down. So, yeah.
Agreed.
When you became the very thing you hated just to get even. So tell me what you believe in. It's nothing that you say, it's what you're doing every day. 29 years of life, look what I became. Mama. Cause I'm a little less eager to prove something, more confident who I am.
I just went somewhere deep with that.
I wonder where when this was made though, before or after his mom passed. Because like it hit me hard. He said "mama," but like the way he said "mama," I don't know when it was made. So if it was made before, then my next statement won't make any sense. But I like felt some pain in that "mama." Like look what I became, mama. Like shouting it. Like look what I became, mama. Like
yeah.
What I heard is like, I know he said 25 years of life.
29.
29, yeah, 29 years of life. But what if he said 29 years of life? You know, in my head went to like, what if some of these people, you know, who are struggling are in prison right now and they don't have time anymore, you know, because they're so confined in their spot. They're literally in a cage and they can't make a change, you know, unless they for whatever reason might get out someday. But still, there's so much time that's being wasted because of the decision that they made, you know, at that particular time. So that's where my head went.
They can still take that time to focus on God though and change the environment they're in. Maybe someone else isn't coming in for 29 years. They're only coming in for 2. But you can tell by their demeanor that they're going to be back again after those 2. And that person who is in there for 29 can reach out and help them and be like, look, man, I'm in here for 29 to life. It's really 25 to life. It feels weird saying 29. But, you know, I'm in here for 30 years.
Yeah.
Like, I can tell you that's not the route you want to take.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing. Like, God can use you in prison just like he can use you outside. So like if somebody's out there who was thinking like, dang, like I'm in prison or I was in prison at some point and I wasted 5 years, 2 years, however long it was, like it's only wasted depending on how you use that time. Like if obviously like you're in there, you're paying for your consequence. Like it is what it is. There's nothing you can do really to change that situation except for maybe lower your senses by good behavior or something like that. But other than that, you are there. And we can get into the whole thing about like did God put you there? You know what I mean? Like you know what I mean? Like and so it'll be a debate because some people will be like, well, why would God put you in prison for something maybe you didn't do? Something like that. But maybe then there's somebody there who needs you. It's just it gets so entangled, man, when you start trying to like comprehend
that's
what
That's the beauty of God though, is like I think some people get discouraged when they can't fully comprehend God. They're like, you know what, he can't be real because not all of this makes sense to me right now. And it's like, again, we say this all the time. If you could completely 120% comprehend God, then he wouldn't be an almighty being. He wouldn't be God.
It wouldn't be worth worshiping, believing.
I would be like, oh, I got you figured out. That's cool. You know, I know everything about you. But it's like, there's something in that mystery about God that just keeps you enticed. You're like, I want to know more. I want to know more of who you are because you're so powerful. You're so knowledgeable. And I want just a taste of that, you know? So I agree. I don't think it should be discouraging. I think it should be encouraging to go learn more, to seek that knowledge. You know, if you don't know something, don't just give up on it. You know, go find the answer. Go find someone you think might know the answer, or they know someone who would know the answer. You know, like they have wise people they look up to, and just surround yourself with knowledge, and eventually it'll soak in. You'll understand enough. I'll say God will give you what you need to have that relationship with Him.
And a relationship is extremely important.
Yes.
when times get rough, you know, because like when you are in prison or in a prison in your life and you don't see a way out, God's the only way. He's the only way. He's the only way to live it, and the only way to get out of it.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'll say hit pause.
Doesn't make for good TV, but make me a better man. Time. You'll just keep going, and one day you're going on without me. Time. You just keep going, and one day you're going on without me. Time.
It feels like a spoken word.
You just
you know?
keep going, and one day you're going on
Like
without me.
wanna-
Time.
You know, you want to snap to it?
Come
or when he's
back.
done?
I wonder, did he release this on his birthday?
No, well, no, because I don't believe, sorry if I'm wrong, Andy, but I don't think his birthday just passed.
Okay.
And this came out
July 11th.
July 11th, so I don't think that was his birthday. I do not.
Yeah, so we know for sure if we want to figure out whenever he made this song, it's whenever he turned 30. So whatever age he is now, go back, figure out when he turned 30, because exactly he was going through that moment, going in his 30s, you know, or becoming in it, and like, man.
Or watch his podcast and find out.
Yeah, I was
that's
gonna
it.
say he's
Bro,
gonna,
his podcast.
he's gonna. If you're not watching Work in Progress, all the podcasts on all these videos and music that he's dropping, and especially if you're an artist, but even if you're not, there's a lot of knowledgeable information.
So
in there.
much, man. Oh, it's so powerful. I
Brings
love
in,
watching
like-
this, man.
He brings in people from like the label and stuff, and they're talking. They don't even just talk about a song. They talk about the music industry, kind of how the things work behind the scene for an artist. His manager's on there, man. It's
Why, you know,
good
some of
stuff.
these songs took so long to come out, what doubts he had about the song, you know?
Right.
And it's crazy that he posted on his Instagram that some of his most powerful bars, most important bars, it was in this song. And yet he took so long to put it out, you know? So I haven't gone and listened to the podcast yet because I want to listen to the song
I want
first.
to hear the song first.
So now I'm going to go and listen to the podcast and dive into that. But man, again, such an amazing song, man. This session was extremely powerful. I have a headache. I'm so drained right now that there is so much knowledge between these two artists that we just listened to right now. Andy Mineo dropping some massive amount of knowledge. And yeah, man, I absolutely love this song.
I really don't have like anything else to say about the song. Like, it was great.
yeah.
I mean-
no final review for me. I think we said it all throughout, but I love Andy Mineo as an artist, anyways. But the vibe, the lyrics, everything. I think it should have been out a long time ago. I'm sure his
Yes.
manager thought the same.
I can understand like where a song like this could be doubted.
You
I
know,
agree.
Just because of the way it sounds, like again, like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, like it kind of sounds unplugged, it kind of sounds
Yeah.
raw,
Yeah.
it kind of sounds untouched, even like
Right.
it wasn't even mastered, which I think it probably was.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? But it just sounds so like he was like a spoken word kind of like. It's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
like a typical fully produced sounding song. Like the beat is real simple. It's not super full. You
Right.
know what I mean? Like his vocals weren't crazy. He didn't have a ton of ad-libs around
Right.
it. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't like ultra produced.
Right.
It was just like him spitting how he felt in the studio, and he put it on YouTube.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
But it turned out to be like just one of those songs you can just, like I said,
Yeah,
freaking
just-
ride to,
yeah.
jam
Man,
to,
I'm
and
going.
it hits you right here.
both
too.
of these songs, I'm gonna make just a small little playlist of NF Time and then Andy Mineo's 1988. Put it in that playlist, have it on repeat, and just listen to that on the drive home. Like that's all I'm going to do for like the next week, because I really have to just dive into these songs even more.
Yeah, I'm obviously gonna go study the lyrics and study the way they spit and stuff like that. I do it with artists that I love since I was like 13, probably.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, shout out to Andy for another one. I don't think this is the last one. I don't think it is. I don't remember how many he originally said he was gonna put out. If he even said a number, I think he did. But I'm excited. I'm excited for whatever he's working on currently, whatever he's gonna release that's old.
That's the crazy thing too. Is just think about this. He's releasing stuff he did years ago. You know, which means, I mean, obviously he's still working. He's still doing stuff right now. He's grinding. He's making songs right now as we speak. Like like this track from 3 years ago, it's okay. But what's you want working on today?
Yeah.
You know,
what I mean?
I hope this inspires other artists to like start releasing some of the stuff that they haven't released out.
I
And,
agree.
you know, I really hope that happens, because it's just more content out there and great stuff that can be appreciated for.
And it's good
The
for
authentic-
the striving artist to see.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
Andy talks about it a lot though, like you can't be afraid of the creative process. You can't. Because if you are, then you're never gonna grow as an artist. You're never gonna get that sound that you're trying to reach if you're not there yet. And I think that'll help. If more artists that we know of start releasing some unreleased stuff that they're like, that may have not been too good, and then it actually does well, or people are reacting good to it, then striving artists are gonna be like, well, man, maybe my sound's not as bad as I think right now. Maybe I'm being too, because we're our own biggest critics as artists. If you've made any type of music, you know, like you're gonna sit there and be like, I loved this yesterday, I hate it today. Like, but yeah,
I'm just me.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, this track is terrible. And then I'm like, a lot of times what I'll do is I'll sit on the track. I'm like, all right, I'm not really feeling it. My brain's been going crazy on this one song, this whole session. Let me like turn it off. I'll come back and listen to it tomorrow. And then I'll listen to it tomorrow and I either love it or I'll hate it.
Yeah, there's no in between.
And I think that's what Andy is going through. You know, this is the whole point of these songs. Is like, man, I don't know if I feel this song. You know, and so many people are telling me, man, it's such a good song. You really need to put it out there. But again, you're overthinking it, going out of this part. No one's really gonna feel this, man. This is too raw for people. They're not gonna want to hear it, you know. But again, just so much to dive, so much to dissect from these songs. Absolutely amazing, guys. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Again, let us know what y'all think in the comments. If you need to hit us up, links in the description, our social medias. Hit us up in the DMs. Again, we're more than willing to talk with you, pray with you, work with you through the problem as much as we possibly can. We are here for you, fam. We absolutely love you. God bless. Sizzle Sparks, your boy Giovanni, Lions Den, we out.